Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. Donald Trump said Democratic representatives Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib should be sent back from where they came from after the two lawmakers protested during his State of the Union address. During Tuesday's speech, Omar and Tlaib shouted criticism as Trump defended his administration's immigration crackdown and enforcement actions. Both congresswomen, who were vocal critics of the president's policies, objected to his remarks on immigration. As this happens, the United States Treasury has imposed fresh Iran-related sanctions on more than 30 individuals, entities and vessels, hours after President Donald Trump addressed Congress. The Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control said those targeted were involved in illicit Iranian oil sales and in supporting ballistic missile and advanced weapons production. On the other hand, Vice President J.D. Vance says President Trump still prefers a diplomatic solution with Iran. Speaking to a private news channel, Vance said Trump had been clear that Iran could not have a nuclear weapon, but added the president had other options if diplomacy failed. Meanwhile, Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian says he sees a good chance of progress as Tehran heads into a third round of nuclear talks with the United States in Geneva. Iran's delegation, led by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, is expected to meet US envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. President Trump has said Tehran has about 10 to 15 days to reach a deal. The talks come as Washington boosts its military presence in the Middle East, with Iran warning it would strike US bases if attacked. Tehran says a deal is within reach if diplomacy is prioritized. Authorities in Cuba opened fire on a vessel registered in the United States, killing 4 people and injuring 6 others, according to a foreign news agency. Cuban officials said the boat had entered the country's territorial waters when security personnel engaged it. The injured were removed from the vessel and taken to hospital, while an investigation into the incident is underway. On the other hand, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has dismissed Russian claims that Kyiv is seeking nuclear weapons, calling them an attempt to apply pressure ahead of expected trilateral talks with the United States and Russia. Speaking at a press conference, Zelenskyy said Ukraine does not possess nuclear arms. He also addressed damage to the Druzhba pipeline, saying repairs would take time. Earlier, Ukraine announced speeding up the installation of anti-drone nets over frontline roads, aiming to cover 4,000 kilometers by the end of the year. The development comes as Ukrainian negotiators are set to meet US officials on Thursday to discuss post-war reconstruction, including a prosperity package. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz and Chinese Premier Li Qiang said in Beijing that China and Germany want to deepen cooperation as Merz began a visit aimed at resetting ties amid a widening trade imbalance. Merz told Li that Germany attached great importance on maintaining and deepening its extensive economic exchanges with China, its largest trading partner last year, while emphasizing the need for fair cooperation and open communication. Li called on both sides to work together to safeguard multilateralism and free trade. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached Israel for a 2-day visit that both countries have cast as a chance to deepen relations as regional concerns mount over the risk of military conflict between the United States and Iran. An Israeli government official said the visit would pave the way for new partnerships and collaborations across many fields. A foreign ministry official said bilateral ties were on the cusp of a significant upgrade. Former US Treasury Secretary Lawrence Henry Summers has resigned from his position at Harvard University after reports revealed his association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. According to reports, Summers served as US Treasury Secretary from 1999 to 2001 and was president of Harvard University from 2001 to 2006. He also held the position of director of the US National Economic Council from 2009 to 2010. And former Sri Lanka captain Kumar Sangakkara expressed disappointment after the team's defeat to New Zealand cricket team on Wednesday, ending their campaign in the Men's T20 World Cup. There is a lot of hurt all round. The fans are devastated, disappointed, angry. The players are hurting badly too. I have been in similar dressing rooms. It is not easy, Sangakkara said. Meanwhile, Pakistan cricket team now face slim chances of reaching the semi-finals, depending on the outcome of the New Zealand versus England cricket team match. They must beat Sri Lanka by a significant margin to advance. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.